Welcome back to Up to the Time. Today we are going to be looking at another CXC question. Today we are going to be looking at Loci mechanism. First, what is a Loci mechanism? A Loci, which is plural for locus, is the path traced out by a point moving in accordance with a defined law. A simple example of a loci. One of the most common loci is that of a point, which moves so that its distance from another fixed point remains constant. This produces a circle. So now let's go over to the reference question. And what does it say? Figure 2 shows a simple mechanism with point O. Fixed while point B is free to slide along the bar XY as OA rotates in a clockwise direction as shown. Copy the given mechanism. Plot the locus of point P as OA makes one complete revolution. So how are we going to go about that? What's the strategy? The first thing is we need to create the circle. So I'm going to draw the strategy here, and let's start off with that. The first thing, we're going to create a circle. All right, and the circle, we know that the radius from O to A is given down here. It's 40. So it's the radius of 40. Yep. So put her R40. Then once we've done that, so that's step 1. Then step 2, we're going to divide the circle into 12 points. You know, the usual 12 points. Yeah, 12 points. And then from there, we're going to locate A. And we're going to put A at point 11 on the circle. So we're going to start off our A somewhere in this region. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then from there, we need to find where this X and Y line is. And once we found the circle on the axis, we know that this is some distance, that is a distance of 20 away from our center point O. So that's how we can put that in. All right. And then we also have the distance of B to A, and then A to P. So we have the full distance of B to P. All that information is down here. Let me just clear that and get straight to work now. Alpha line. On my ortho. See for circle. Open up a circle. What is the circle I want? O to A is 40. So circle is 40. I'm just going to move this around so as to take just this area of the sheet, and we can all see the reference material. O to A is 40, so that means the circle is 40 radius. Then what I'm going to do is divide the circle. Now div is the command. Touch the circle, the object, 12. And we're not seeing the 12 divisions. So I'm going to go P type. And I'm going to turn on a point style. Turn it to a size 3. Cool. My divisions are there. Now I'm going to go around and recognize my divisions. Good. So from there, I'm going to also put in my labels of my divisions here. So it's 12. We start with 12. I'm going to copy this. 12. That would be 1. That would be 2. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm back to 12. So let's just change these quickly. Perfect. Good. Now, from here, we are going to make 11.11 also point A. So I'm going to copy this out from 11 and make that A as well. Make that A. So point 11 and point A are the same, but A moves. So always remember that A goes through 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth, all the way back to point 11. All right. So now let us now put in this bit here. Offset from the line O down 20. So this is our line O. Offset distance down 20. Good. I'm going to extend this. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my B. So the distance of A to B is 90. So if here is A, B is going to hit somewhere in this area. I'm going to create a circle at A and open it to 90. That's 90 is my radius. Where it intersects, put a point there, POI, to place a point. Enter. And I place the point there. Now I can remove my circle. And then I can connect B to A. I've done that. Now let me call this B. But I'm going to call this B. And I'm going to call this B, which is at 11. So this is going to be B, comma 11. Cool. And B moves in a direction left to right, only horizontally. So always remember that when we're solving this puzzle. Now, A to P is 40. So we come here at A, open a circle, like 40. Then I'm going to extend this line here. And where it touches, this is P. This is where 40 is. So I'm going to copy the letter and place that there as P. I've also placed a point there on P. Now, I'm going to differentiate these lines so that we don't get confused. This is my center line. And then this here is my XY axis line. So I'm going to put that in. I'm also going to leave that in center. Right? I'm going to label them. So empty over here. Call it X. Then call the opposite end Y. So far, so good. So I got the problem set up. So I know where my P is. My P is, I know where my A is, and I know where my B is. All right? Cool. I'm going to place the line into outline. And I'm going to place the circle into outline as well before I proceed to solve this. So this goes around now in one revolution, right? So it's going to start here and go in a clockwise direction that way. And that is what we are going to be solving. So we are going to be solving as A moves. So when A moves, B also moves, and P also moves. So let's go. So the first thing is, remember, A to B is 90. I have the circle here, and I also have another circle here, which is A to P. I'm going to be moving these at the same time. This gives me an idea where my next placement is. So I'm going to use here as the axis, and we're going to move over to 12. So when I move over to 12, I know where my B is now. My B is right here. But this is now B12. And my A is now out here at 12. And my P is somewhere out here. So what I'm going to do is draw a fresh line from B12, going to 12, and then extending to the edge of this inner circle. Well, not the edge, just extending to this inner circle. And that would be our new P. And that P there would be a P12. I'm going to snap that in, call that P, 12. These can get very large, so I'm going to put them at a size 2. All right, so that's in, match drop. That if I wanted to, but I'm going to keep these in construction at this moment. All right, so now let's move on, grab the 2 circles, and we move to 1. So you know where 1 is. Let me also reduce the size here, size 2. Just looks neater, right? Okay, so I know where the next intersection is. And that's B1. So where B1 is here, you know what? I'm going to move the question. Place the question out here for the moment. B1. So let's go now. EX, hit boundary, and go straight to there, and that will be P1. Let me just change this. So we know where this is, B1, all the way to P1. So let's move the circle again now, and we go over to 2. But we move both circles, and we find where B2 is. Copy this whole thing, the point and the B, just change it to 2. Drag a line from B2, going through 2, and then extend it now. Call this P2. Okay, so let's move the circles. We go over to 3. We get a little bit of we might not be able to differentiate B3 from the rest, because that is above. Just move this around. I hope this resolves that. But we just need it for this moment. Extend, go to boundary edge down here. It's important to get a quick extension. Grab both the point and the text, place it there, edit, move 2 to 3. Then grab the circles. Nope. Move to 4. And we are at 4 now. And we go from, let's see where 4 touches. Yeah. Where touches here? This is where before. You see me sometimes I'm not marking because I'm doing this as if I were in an exam. So it's not necessary that I mark everything. I just need to track where the P's are. So this is the important things to mark, not really what's happening over here by the B's. All right. All right. So I grab the 2 circles, move to 6 now. Grab a line, 6 to there, then extend that. Moving down the line quickly. 7. 7 is from here. There. Then what we're gonna do, AX, boundary, touch this. 7. Just grab that. That will be P7. And remove. We go 8. This process goes all the way to 11. So 8, and we can already find where it's, because it's seeing that 8 is on the straight. I don't have to waste time. I just know that 8, P8 is going to be right here. Let's grab this and go to 9. Yeah, 8, 9. So you know where 9 is also. E9. And then we move to 10. Let's go grab a line from here. All the way to 10. EX. Get the boundaries. Yep. P, 10. And we have it here, folks. We have all the points in. So what I'm going to do is the first point, the first P, I'm going to leave it large. And what I'm going to do now is take off my construction. So I'm going to go over to my text layer, and then I'm going to turn off my construction and just go over now to my outline layer, press SPL. That brings up the spline. And we start. Click at P. And then we go from P11, which will go to P12. You know what? I should have kept on the construction so that we get to go to the points. That's the only reason I'm keeping on the construction. So I'm going to the points. This is going to help me string this up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yep, snap it back there and then hit enter. And that is our shape there. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to put the circles used in a hatch there. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to turn off construction there. Also going to turn off. I'm going to go on the hatch there, turn off the text there as well. And then let's just hatch this. This in construction. And construction. Now just hatch this. That's it there. And that, folks, is a finished Loci mechanism. That there is the finished Loci mechanism. Let's just bring back in the question so everyone can see. You know what? I'll put the question probably over here. Makes sense? Or no? I'll just... No, no. Everything is, as the young people like to say, Gucci. All right. So this is a Loci mechanism. Last thing that I would do is just I'll put a leader to that to just lead out. But that is a Loci mechanism. Loci mechanism. No, that is the locus of P, sorry. Locus of point P. That's it. And we are out of here. I hope everyone understood this question. If you don't, please revisit this video. You can slow down the video. Take it in small chunks. And lastly, share this amongst your friends and your peers so that they can get better at this. Lastly, what I'm going to do is do two things which I should do. I should place the dimensions used here. And I think that will complete this project. Radius 40, right? And line between B to P. There, that's the distance there. All right. Enjoy. Take care. I am out.